Hi, everybody. Monday on Astral Oracles. In this month of October 2023, we're looking into stargates and afterlives. And we begin at the place of our inception. We begin with the uterus because this is, of course, where the human soul embodies itself before it begins its journey on this planet. And there's a lot of mystical stuff related to that. So what to make of it? Because that is, of course, in that sense, a one-way stargate, right? Like that is where all this high spiritual energy, the high vibrancy of the soul, is negotiated and condensed into a physical package. And this is also, there are older videos on this, but what they've explained is that where astrology and your place of birth and everything makes sense is it's something that has to align with your energy body. Meaning that, from the soul's perspective, once it passes from lifetime to lifetime, and looking at it, in a linear way, it actually has quite a limited set of opportunities it can choose, because its configuration has to match both the planetary configurations, the terrestrial configurations, the psychological configurations need to match up with the themes that is playing out in this lifetime. So there aren't that many wombs that the soul can go to, and of course, the people we're born amongst uh, are are like our family, like our spiritual family, also in the sense that they are kind of the ones that are set up to teach us our primary lessons that we then get to work from. So there's a lot of life already that negotiates itself through this Stargate passage through the womb. But there is, of course, also the strange afterlife state of the womb, right? Bardo, this weird intermediary state where the fetus is becoming, and it's not a separate organism as such. It's still um, taking in all its physical requirements through the umbilical cord, but the soul is gestating. And how does it do that? Like, how do we come into this world? What is the experience, the experience of the soul as it waits to be born? That's something I'd love to look into with this channeling, and it's probably something angelic would make a lot of sense in this respect. I feel the Archangel Michael, right? Like he did it with the dragons and everything, and he's the psychopomp, the one who leads the souls. But I think actually working with Archangel Raphael would be very interesting here, because he's the companion spirit. So you'll see in that sense, he's also the angel that makes sure that the physical parameters are actually set in accordance with the vibrancies of the soul, which again is the archangel of healing. So all healing from a spiritual perspective is essentially clearing the blocks and impediments that block the flow of the soul of Holy Spirit through the system. So without further ado, let's get our friend Archangel Raphael to look into the soul's journey through the womb. Much love to you out there, guys. Blessed are you, and blessed is the progeny that goes forward and springs into life from your sacred life force. Your descendants, they are already multiplying down different trails of reality, far removed from the horizons of this time-space you inhabit. But see, to we, the angels, and to me, Archangel Raphael, pleased to join you with love, gratitude, compassion, and care this day. To us, everything is an unbroken flow of life. So what we see when we observe the spirit moving from lifetime to lifetime, what you call reincarnation, metempsychosis, the transmigration of the soul, we see a ray of light that divvies itself up and concentrates certain aspects, certain qualities of its full spectrum through the prism of another physical body. In that way, your genetic parents, and in particular your mother, the one who holds space for you to be created through her, well, these figures, they are prismatic condensations of the imbalances that you will explore in this lifetime. This means that there is already a limitation. There is already a set of dissonance prepared within this energy merging. As a clear example of this, you will notice that parents often receive children that represent energies that they themselves are often not too comfortable with. That is, the dissonance that the children bring forward provokes growth in the parents, and likewise the restrictions of the parents provoke growth in the child. But this dissonance, it can only be accommodated by the soul having a protective casing. That is, that you will find, especially in the period of the second trimester, that the soul encases, embalms the child in a type of sacred vibrancy. Here, this unborn resides in different realms. You could think of these realms as strange limbos with peaceful, still airs, lukewarm and tepid waters, a pleasant, dim moonlight that shines both day and night. Thus the embryonic state is accompanied by a gestation of the soul. There is within the spiritual aspect of pregnancy a process that you know, perhaps as amnesis, going on with the soul. It is having information, recollection, memories, resonances overwritten and stored away so that they do not obscure its free and open perspective. We hope it is self-evident to you that such an aged, wise perspective would be an obstruction for most newborns to actually learn and experience the realm that they came into. But this is also why you experience the sharp shock of breath, of a dissonant and different world as you are born. And so the scream, the wail, the panicked cry of why is the first thing that the soul expresses once its gestation is complete and it, with the physical form, is brought into human experience. When this dim light it begins to grow again within the child. You notice it as a type of inspiration. It begins to arise again often around approximately 18 months to 24 months of age. At this stage, when the toddler comes to be, you see that a type of separate agency, a distinct code, begins again to grow more vibrant within the child. And you will notice that although they are adapting to their circumstances, negotiating their environment, there is the light of the soul, that memory of the Bado world, of these infinite realms, and the even deeper memories of the experiences of multiple incarnations stored beneath them. that begins to well up and motivate the human being. This is the process that you are still trying to understand. You are still trying to learn how to accommodate this spontaneous awakening that exists within every human being. And you are aware that limiting the dissonant influences and allowing for the sense of play and discovery is important to the human soul in childhood and throughout life. Therefore, know that when you are not remembering these deeper layers, it is because your exploration of your circumstance is incomplete and that there is still more awareness of where you are that can lead you to who you are. Also understand when these deeper memories, these deep knowings within you, they well up and make themselves known. They do so because they play into your life. They are activating things that were hidden in the place where you are to make you more of who you are. These are some of the secrets of human incarnation. This is the extent to which we will expound upon it this day. But we of the high heavens, we the archangels, I, Archangel Raphael, I extend the love of the heavens, our unconditional, ceaseless love for all that you are. I send you my blessings. I give you my companionship, and I offer you my healing. Farewell.